We're going to take a step back today. I've had a look at the assessment and I've fielded a few questions. So overnight, I thought that I'd put a scaffold together that you'll be able to follow, and it will step you through doing your assessment task. There are a number of students that didn't attend today, and they are on the verge of having a letter sent home. You need to catch up your work. If you There's people that are just handing stuff in that's got nothing in it. All right, so here we go. Firstly, I need for you to make sure that you've acknowledged that you've got an assessment task. If you don't, I will be making a phone call home today. I need you to mark the role when you go to do this. Lesson intention: explore menu types and review the scaffold. All right, so this scaffold that I've made is currently sitting in your Google Classroom. I put it in here under the heading Scaffolded Tasks for your assessment. I've made a scaffold that you can make a copy of and upload. It has all the tasks you need to complete your assignment. I was going to give you this. I wasn't going to give you this, but I think you're being disadvantaged not being at school, so I made this last night. You can download one of these and change the background. Okay, so what's it look like? All right, so there's two versions of it. This is the grey version. There's also a pink version, which is probably here. All right, so let's go through what it's asking you to do. Now, in the speaker notes, I've put some information on the way through to help you. So this is what we're actually doing in class today. You're to upload this into your Google Classroom. I'll show you where at the end of this, and also you need to complete this summary table. So when is your event? This is live. You can type straight over the top of this. So when is your event? What time of the day? Where are you going to have it? You need to do some investigation about places that you'd like to have it. I want to have the link to where you're going to have your event, how much it's going to cost. Okay, now this is talking about budget, so cost per person. So it's talking about how much the food's going to cost. It doesn't necessarily have to reflect how much you're going to charge someone to come to your event. Your number of guests, I would expect that you would be catering for about a minimum of 80 people, 80 to 100. 100 would make your maths easier. If you look at this, you would just need to multiply it out, and that's why you need to know a base, because for 40 people, this is how many people you need to have. If you're multiplying that out, you'll need to extend how many people. You might still only have one head chef, but you might have a second chef, and have additional cooks. So menu types describe the different types, the difference between a function menu and an a la carte. Explain when you would use each, and give an occasion for both. So 100 words for each menu. You could change this and put 2 boxes there and have your spiel in each box. Needs to be in your own words. Okay, so design and justify the menu. I've given you a link down here to Taste's 100 best scone recipes. You have to select 3 recipes that you're going to investigate. So you're going to, as the event manager, you're in charge of designing the menu for the high tea. You are going to find 3 recipes for scones and evaluate them. Ensure you look at cook time, preparation techniques, and the level of difficulty, as you'll have to make these by yourself. You will use one of these examples to put forward as one of the 3 options you will choose from for your practical component. So in this section, you'll just take the image of the recipe and insert it here, the name of the type of scone, put the link here because you'll need to go back to it and do an evaluation of it. Look at the things that I've asked you. If it's a type of scone that you've had before, you may know some information firsthand about it that you could use for this. You're going to do that 3 times. The next one is for sweet things. So you can make small cakes, biscuits, slices, and tartlets. I've also given you a link here to some things that you could look at. And you'll do the same thing again. All right, savoury items. You've got a link there. Things you could look at making: mini quiches, arancini balls, mini savouries of any sort, tartlets, sausage rolls, and any sorts of pastries. And you've done the same again. Now we're on to recipes, costings, and justifications. Now, at the beginning of this, I want you to go back and give me the name of a scone, whatever you're going to make looking at out of your sweet component, and whatever you're looking at your savoury. Now, this costing for 1 dozen serves, you can't do to the end, so we're just going to leave that alone for the moment. But put which one you're going to go in here. Now, justifying your choices, there's some reasons that you could consider when you're filling your justification out at the end. Cost, nutrition, popularity, ease of preparation because you're producing for a number of people, time, you have to finish it within one practical lesson, availability, so seasonal food, on trend, so some things might be trendy or it might impress people because of the way that you garnish them. Skill level, your ability to produce this by yourself, and the availability of equipment. Why I said to you to keep the link was because now you need a whole recipe. So you've selected which of your 3 you've looked at. You're going to go back to the link and you're going to put the full recipe in. So the name of the recipe, the ingredients, method, and how many serves it makes. So provide a full recipe, including the name, ingredients, method, number of servings. A recipe must be adjusted to 1 dozen portions. For example, 12 scones, 12 pieces of slice, 12 cupcakes, 12 biscuits, 12 sausage rolls, 12 mini quiches. And over the time that you've been doing food tech, you've made all of those. So you can go back and use something that you've made before if you felt that at the time that was something that you were successful making. So then you'll need to do a costing. We'll go through this together. I'll help you to get this started. I've got an example made. I've also made a spreadsheet on Excel that sheets, so that you would be able to use that instead of doing it this way. This is just this document's not live. It is live, but it's not, it doesn't add up or anything like that. It's just a table, whereas the other one will do calculations for you. So you need to do a costing for your scones, and you'll also need to do recipe, costing, and justification. So why you chose that item, and that's why I've given you these to help you to go back and have a think about it. You'll do the same for your sweets, and you'll do the same for your savoury. So then we're up to your practical component. I want you to tell me which one of those 3 you're going to make. So you'll put that in here. You'll need to have a copy of your recipe and a copy of your costing, which you'll be able to print straight off the slides, because you can just print a whole slide that takes a page. You'll also need to have a printed copy of your plan of work. The plan of work is on Google Classroom. Once you fill it in on there, just print it out and then hand it in on Google Classroom. And this is your order form for your food order. I'll just click there so we can go and have a quick look. So your name of your recipe, dry goods including quantities, for example, 3/4 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, dairy goods, butter, milk. There's examples. Pastry, what type of pastry do you want? How many sheets? Fruit, check the seasonal. You need quantities. You can use frozen. and additions. So things like jam, chocolate, spinach, minced beef, but I need to have the quantities as well. So we can put an order form together. Menu design. You'll need to design a menu. You'll have the name of your event, date, your 3 selections that you've picked out of this section before, include a selection of suitable sandwiches, choice of beverages. You'll have a dress code on there, so it might be like smart casual, formal, black tie, cocktail. It's up to you. Match your theme to your event. There's your menu. So you'll make your menu. I'd use a go and get like a template, because you can go and there's lots of free templates you can use. Match it to what you want it to be. The same here. You're going to do an invitation. Usually your invitation and your menu design will complement each other. And there's your criteria there. So name of the event, date, time, start and finish, the venue address, how you will tell people that you're going to come, your costing, how and when to pay, your dress code, and that's more about the styling of it, the visual. And your invitation will go there, and then there's just information just to about your practical, that you'll be rostered. You'll be rostered for practical. Pity I can't spell. I've got to remember how late this was. On the day, you will cook and have a bake assistant who will gather ingredients for you and later assist in cleaning and cleaning. 12 people will cook on each day. All going well, this will be in week 8. Now, originally I was going to have it in week 7, but I noted that we only have it Tuesday and Thursday of that week. So we'll have already had all our paperwork in week 6, which will give us time to get this sorted. Now, hopefully we've been back to school, long before this is going to happen, and we can start getting it, because I'll need to get the order done to get it delivered. Your final evaluation will be given to you on the day of your practical. It will be, I'll give you a sheet that you'll be able to note some things down, and then I'll give you a Google link to type it up to hand it in. You will make 12 of your product and plate 6 for assessment. The other 6 I would suggest you taste and have your family and friends taste. Their feedback and suggestions will help you to complete your evaluation. This will be due the Tuesday after your practical component. So I know it's long, it looks long. We'll be doing a lot of it related to class. So I'll say to you, okay, today you're going to go off and you're going to do this section of it. And that's the way that this will work. Also, I think this video will give you an opportunity to go back and just say, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Lastly, so for today, what I want you to do is to go into Google Classroom, select a scaffold, make a copy of it. So that was the pink one. Here's the grey one. Put your own background on it. You can take these pictures. You can make a copy of it and then go in and make it your own. So go and find your own background. Where do I put this background? You're saying. How do I get rid of the love hearts in the background? You have to import this into your own background and tell it to take the format of your new template. All right, so where are you going to put it? Now in Google Classroom, I put task that says high T portfolio. It's sitting under the heading for the assessment. In there, I put a Google Slides, an empty Google Slides. It's just white, and a document. Now that document, I'll go and check. If no one's used it, I'll just remove it. So in this presentation, there's nothing. This is blank. All right, so what you can do is to make a copy of your new